tuned in to the Cash Flow Show with Dave and Nate, the best place to navigate how to achieve capital appreciation with commercial acquisitions. Here's your hosts, Dave Seymour and Nathan Amaral.
Dave Seymour, what's up, buddy?
Nathan Amaral. Wait, I know I'm a little delayed. I'm just.
Oh, will you stop with the cologne every week? I can't smell you.
I know, but I like to make sure I smell good for the show. You know,
is that what it is?
Yeah. I like to, smell peppy. Smell peppy.
I usually smell bad for the show. Look, I look so tired, don't I? Look at my eyes. I was up at 2:30 last night.
Why?
I couldn't go back to sleep.
Oh man, what were you thinking about? Were you excited?
They're always excited, business, and capital, and acquisitions, and COVID, and everything.
COVID, it's so exciting. Speaking of exciting, I wanted to let you know we are now broadcasting in 10 more countries. I'm kidding.
Are we really? No,
we're just everywhere. We're literally everywhere.
Do you want me to do it in French? Hi, Pam. How are you, baby?
Hi, Pam.
I don't know if she's in Canada or she's stateside. She'll let us know.
Pam, let us know where you're from. Because Pam, we are now in 10 more countries. This show is just expanding over and over.
Are we in Australia?
I think we just started reaching Australia like 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, so that's great. That's pisser, mate. So what we'll do is we'll do it in an Australian accent. We'll talk about kangaroos and barbies and brews and stuff like that. It'd be great.
Well, anybody who's watching, if you're represented, you post in the comments where you're representing from. And actually, Pam says she's in the United States. The USA to stay. She says to
USA
stay.
to stay. Good girl.
Stay.
Yeah. More opportunities here. That Canadian money's all coming south anyway, so smart.
Smart.
Sure. Hey, I'm sorry about last week. I took the little guy away. So
at least it wasn't COVID conditions. So
no, it wasn't.
That's a good thing.
It wasn't COVID conditions.
How was the birthday?
No.
How was the party?
It was a pain in the butt, but the little guy loved it, and that's all that counts. I've got this thing going now where on their birthdays, Bennett and Jefferson, they get 2 nights in a hotel with Dad at the place of their choice. Oh, nice. So I've been to New York City with Jefferson. Bennett keeps on missing out on New York. Yeah,
Ritz-Carlton.
Right, Ritz-Carlton. There's plenty of cheap beds out there right now, but you know what's? Did I say this the week before last? I checked out Parker Meridian in Manhattan. It's a hotel that means a lot to me and Mary Beth.
Yeah.
And I just checked it out for S's and giggles to see what was going on, and it's closed. It's closed until April or May of 2021. Oh, wow. So it's horrible. But anyway, look, the good side is I paid approximately 50% of what I paid last year to take the little guy to Boston. And we went to the New England Aquarium. We went to Faneuil Hall.
Oh, wow.
And there was nobody there.
Nobody's there.
Nobody.
Are the restaurants even open, though?
Not worth even looking at. If you go in the food court, the food court in Faneuil Hall?
Yeah.
That's usually like packed. It's like standing in line trying to take a leak at Fenway Park.
It's horrible.
And there was nobody there. There were 28 people in Faneuil Hall.
Oh my goodness.
On a Saturday afternoon, 3 weeks before Christmas.
That's shocking.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
And sad.
But anyway, do the thing.
Sure.
Do the thing.
Do the thing?
Do the thing.
All right, we'll do the thing. All right.
Good.
Welcome, everybody, to the Cash Flow Show. We're happy to have you here. We are your hosts, Dave Seymour and Nathan Amaral, and we are here to share with you cash flowing opportunities in commercial real estate. So if you're wondering, or have questions about how to stretch your dollars, how to make your money work harder for you than you work for it, this is the place to be. Dave Seymour and Nathan are here to be. I kind of tried to make that rhyme. If you're new, let us know in the comments below if you're new here, and say hello, and we'll probably say hello back to you. Maybe.
Yeah, we will. If you're lucky. Boston was kind of sad, but I expected it.
Yeah.
The aquarium. Okay, New England Aquarium.
Tell us about it.
I've taken the kids there a couple of times.
Okay.
And I took Jefferson there this time. He just turned 11.
Yeah.
So he's a little more mature.
Right.
And we the last time I took them, they ripped through that place in exactly 22 minutes. Which is kind of expensive when there's two of them. Oh, look, a fish,
slow down.
A fish, a fish. Look at this fish. All right, we're out of here. But this time it was kind of nice. I'm a little bit of a fish freak. I like aquariums and stuff. So that was a good trip in there. But again, how the heck these people are, staying afloat, I have no idea. We ate at Legal Seafood. There were 4 people in Legal Seafood for lunch.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's sad. It's really sad to be in any kind of metropolis right now. It's pretty
so true.
Depressing.
It is. Yeah. Man, so it's interesting, but at least during these hard times, you found a way to make it a good time, right? You found a way to still celebrate.
Yeah, look, man. So we stayed at what's called the Yotel Hotel, which is kind of it's a franchise, like a brand, if you will.
Really?
And it has like these bunk beds, and their little rooms, and the bottom beds goes out on a button. Nice. And the kids upstairs above me on the bunk bed, playing video games, big TV.
Cool.
Just doing his thing. You get bagels and cream cheese. We made fun out of it. But
nice.
They shut down the ice machine in the hallway.
Oh, that's horrible. That's ridiculous.
Dude,
did you file a complaint?
I tried. There was nobody there to answer the phone to file the complaint.
You had to text someone. You had to text them.
Yeah, you had to text someone. And I'm like, I want my iced coffee. I bring the coffee. I get the little fridge. I just want the ice. There's no ice. So we kept on turning the machine on and reaching around the back and plugging it on.
Yeah.
But some person following the rules and regulations kept on unplugging it. So I got a little upset.
Oh man,
challenges. We get it.
That Yotel looks really interesting, by the way. I've never heard of it or seen it before.
Yeah, there's one. There's one in New York, one in Boston. I don't know. I think there's one in San Francisco.
Wow.
But look, hotels. What a segue, Nathan.
Oh right.
What a segue.
Exactly.
So look, COVID and its impact impacts cash flow. Period. End of conversation, right? And statistically, this is what we see. We see leisure and hospitality be the first one to fall in any kind of impact or climate change, right? Financial climate
change, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the first one to fall, and it's the last one to actually come back as well during a financial crisis. After leisure and hospitality, the next thing that you see begin to suffer is office and that kind of space.
Yeah.
From there, it goes retail. And the last one to impact in a negative way is multifamily commercial. But the first one to recover is multifamily commercial.
True.
So it's there are indicators out there if you look hard enough, and you don't have to look too hard to know that the hospitality industry is taking a big old kick in the pants right now.
Definitely.
And I sent you a couple of screenshots from a local auction company just to give you a flavor of what's going on. So this hotel is it's got kind of like an attachment to me. This was the hotel that I went to when I went to my first 3-day class.
Oh, really? Like your first like seminar, like for
as
real
a
estate.
student? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Our mutual friend held his events there. And Mary Beth and I sat in the parking lot at this particular hotel.
Yeah.
And she had cut up a bunch of veggies, and we had some hummus because we didn't have any money to buy any lunches in the hotel.
Yeah.
And this hotel is now dying. It's in Framingham. It's the Marriott. It's right on the Mass Pike, I believe. I don't know if you can see clearly what that is, but that'll show you exactly what's going on. So it's I think it's like a 364. There it is. Yeah, right on the Mass Pike. That's the one. Yeah, it looks like a castle.
Yeah, 376
pretty famous.
rooms.
Yeah, pretty famous hotel in our area, and it's on the auction block.
Yeah.
It got pretty old and skunky over time. Anyway, I was there maybe 2 or 3 years ago, but it's foreclosure. It's an auction. It's belly up, right?
Yeah.
It just isn't Nobody's staying in these hotels. I think this one had some challenges going into COVID. But, it's the landscape is changing. It's changing dramatically. And, these are all indications. I don't know whether you're getting it outside of the US yet. I'm sure you are to some extent.
Oh,
How
absolutely.
do you see any of it?
Well, absolutely. I mean, first of all, my friend owns a hotel here, and he basically closed down and then reopened. He had to close down during the lockdown, and then he reopened, but he's only at a 10% occupancy. The rest of the hotels here are literally either closed until April of 2021, or if they're open, they're at a 5 to 10% occupancy, which is insane.
Got it.
Now, you want to know this is kind of very similar to the US. They still have to pay, the businesses still have to pay all their employees because they're on contract. So that's a huge, issue where, like I think in the US, it's a little different.
So let me ask you a question, and I don't know if you can answer it, and I don't mean to put you on the spot.
That's all right.
Airbnb just threw its IPO out this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why would they go public in this climate? What's the strategy behind that? Because I don't know.
Okay, so let me tell you, and actually, it's funny you bring this up. I'm actually an investor. I'm actually a pre-seed investor to Airbnb before the IPO. So
okay,
this IPO has actually been on the table now and in the works for quite some time. This is, pre-COVID, they were already saying they were going to go, with this IPO. It got held back a little bit of regulations. They wanted to check a few things. And they're like, okay, well, now that there's a vaccine out, I think they just maybe delayed it because of COVID. Now they're moving forward. Here's the thing, Airbnb has positioned themselves for, the app of accommodation for the future. And I don't just mean that for a place to lay your head at night. In the future, Airbnb is going to branch out in experiences, in office space, in many different avenues, anything to do with space. So if you can just, expand your imagination with that, anything to do with space, they are going to probably be fixated on that. Just like Uber is for transportation. Not only are they in cars, but they're in Uber Eats, they're in Uber scooters, Uber Air, they're branching off, and Airbnb is doing that same model. So to answer your question, I think the only reason why they've delayed is maybe because a little bit of COVID, but now they've been talking about this IPO for quite some time.
Well, it's interesting because it was DoorDash and Airbnb were the two that kind of came out this month, which which was kind of an interesting look at it altogether. So look, I don't ever claim to be the expert outside of my own expertise, right?
Yeah.
But I pay attention enough to know that there are incredible opportunities for cash flowing assets. If you know where to look, if you know how to buy them, and if you know how to execute on the business plan once you buy it. We had a property that we're in underwriting on right now, which was our deal of the week this week. And you want to talk about the other side or the opposite end of the spectrum. This is a fantastic deal. And it's kind of interesting because it's not in our original buy box. Our original buy box is we buy cash flow at time of acquisition.
Okay.
We're looking at for at least a 92 to 95% occupancy.
Yeah.
And this is, it's not a B property. It's not 95% occupied.
It's also in a different area. It's like I'm looking at even locality. It's a little different too, right?
Well, we'll do business. We got the verticals to do business from Orlando all the way down to the Keys. So geographically, it's not a challenge for us. But what's interesting about this one is because of the inroads and the 20+ year track record in the Florida market, when opportunities arise, we're kind of like getting that first call. I've talked about that every week.
Yeah. And
on this one here, it's interesting. The developer kind of bit off more than he could chew. And this property was actually built in 2020. But because of mismanagement of finances and a few other challenges that I'm not going to get into, it's actually in foreclosure. It's now gone into a bankruptcy scenario. We've been on this for about 4 months now, and it looks like it's going to come to fruition for us. So anyway, this is it's located in a beautiful part of the Orlando MSA, the metropolitan area. As you can see there, it's 20 units. None of them are occupied, and they're A-class properties.
Does it need to be finished? I mean,
No,
is that what's going
it's
on?
That's the beautiful thing, Nathan. It's 100% complete with the granite, the stainless steel. It's been maintained since its time of completion. What's really, really valuable about this one is the units. So they're all 3-bed, 2-bath. They're larger units, and there is a screaming demand for that kind of asset in the marketplace.
Right.
Even with COVID and all the challenges that are going on, we did a feasibility study, a rental study prior to going into any due diligence on this thing. And we're aggressive on it to the point of we believe we can get it rented and cash flowing within 60 days, 30 days for 50%, another 30 days. Again, it's only 20 units, right? But being able to just pull the trigger on that immediately, we're buying based on cap rate right now. So the rental on it makes it incredibly valuable in a very short period of time.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about why the speed of filling it up so quickly?
Look, the reason it will get filled up so quickly is there is still a lack of decent rental units, especially this size. Like I said, 3-bed, 2-bath.
Yeah.
Most of it is 2-bed, 1-bath, 900 square feet. I believe these are around 1,500 square foot units. So they even have the potential, maybe 3, 5, 7 years out for a beautiful, quick and easy condo conversion. Yeah. And really maximize returns to our investors going in.
A lot of families.
So that's
a lot of families also in that area for work, right? I mean, especially in that Orlando area, especially if someone's like either working at the park or the airport or something like that, like long term.
Yeah, all of the above. Yeah, all of the above. So it's just, the demand is there. It's always supply and demand, fundamentals, basics of real estate. So, all of those pieces of the pie are absolutely in place for us on this. You start looking at those targeted returns. Year one is 11.48% targeted, or 11.5%. And that's with, the first 2 months of repositioning and getting the tenant base in. We're still looking at 11.5% quarterly distributions on it, and it plays out over the longer run up to 16.6, 16.5%. But the multiple on it is a monster at 2.8, the equity multiple. So, property, we'll buy it for $7,200 and we don't need to do anything, right? $7,200,000, we don't need to do anything. Wow. So with our leverage position on that at 65%, I mean, what are we in? We're in for 2.5, 2.5 million to buy, finance the rest, and just cash flow that monster for the next 5 to 7 years. Wow. While everything else corrects and the dust settles on COVID. So, this is just one of many, Nathan. It really is. It's just one of many quality deals that are coming through on a weekly basis,
Yeah, it's like every week, when we do this deal, deal of the week, it's unique deals. It's not deals that you can just go randomly find on, Zillow or Realtor.com, obviously it's commercial, or LoopNet, right? It's not, these are not common deals that people know about, but it gives people who want to take that step, who want to participate in this kind of real estate, gives them the opportunity to, participate is the better word, participate in the deal.
Walter always talks about the deal flow that we get, and he refers to it as the institutional quality deals that consistently take place on the 10th hole of the golf course, right? That's where these deals are usually transacted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the average accredited investor out there will never find them. They'll never have the business acumen to underwrite them. They'll never have the verticals to execute on them. So they still want the benefit of the upside, right? So how do you get it if you don't know how to do it? Well, you let somebody who does know how to do it for you and participate that way. So we're doing a live event in Tampa on January the 23rd at Bascom's. If you go to Freedom Venture com on the website and go to events. Once you take a look on there, you'll see what we're doing. That's going to be a pretty cool event. I have a signed Tom Brady jersey.
Well, hold on. You got a lot going on. First of all,
Why?
Before we get in there, because there's some people. We have a lot of new people who are watching. Remember, we're expanding now into different countries. So, no, my question is, when someone is watching right now, they're seeing this website and they see Kevin Harrington in the background there. A lot of people know the Shark Tank. Can you tell us a little bit about that and
Kevin, Kevin's part of our team. Kevin approached me. I approached him. It was kind of like a meeting of the minds back in the early days of COVID. Kevin is a Shark Tank entrepreneur. He has a book called Mentor to Millions, where he has, he's worked alongside entrepreneurs for a very long time. But he always says this. He says, as a product entrepreneur, it has a bell curve. It's got value. It goes up and up and up and up, and then it goes down, right? He says, whereas real estate consistently goes up, and he's always wanting to align himself with real estate at a higher level. So he does that with us. He brings scalability, business development to the team, and he's in the Tampa market, so he gets to look at the sticks and bricks that we're bringing in as well. So that's Kevin's role. But if you're on this website, there's a few different things you can see on there. There's a breakdown of us, the managers of the LLC that manages the assets. There's an interview there that I did with Jack Canfield, my friend from Chicken Soup for the Soul. He called me up and said, I want to interview a successful entrepreneur. I said, well, congratulations. That's me, Jack. Let's talk. So that's a great interview with Jack.
And
just a lot of good content.
What about this ebook here? What's
Yeah, it's something that I put together in my time off. It breaks down, what is private equity, why multifamily. It's a real good starter, if you will, for somebody to begin to immerse themselves in what commercial real estate looks like from a multifamily perspective. There's a couple of deals on there, I think, that we have in underwriting or have come through our acquisitions pipeline. So it's a good place to start. The events tab there talks about the Bascom's Chop House in Tampa. What we did is everybody will spend $10 to come to the event. That $10 ticket, if you will get you a raffle ticket for a free Tom Brady signed jersey that we'll raffle off at the event. It just makes it more interesting. But at the event, we'll go through the deal flow. We'll go through investor qualification as an accredited investor. We'll probably be together for a couple of hours. While you're there, we will feed you. Bascom's, I'm told, is one of the very best steakhouses in the area. Kevin will be there. He'll stop by. So it's just going to be a great time to, get some face-to-face in this crazy COVID climate. So fingers crossed that everything is copacetic. So that's the event there. You know what I haven't talked about, Nate, that I'd like to?
Yeah.
Can you go to 104.9 FM? Just Google that, Boston 104.9 FM. If you pull up that webpage, that's the local radio station that I partnered up with. And every Saturday from 12 to 1 o'clock, will be the radio show, and it's called Real Estate Revealed.
Is it WRBB?
Yeah. Okay. WRBB 104.9 FM, Boston. Is that it? No, that's not it.
This is not it?
That's not it. No, I don't know who that young lady is. No, that's not it.
Okay.
Just punch in 104.9 FM, Boston. You should be able to pull it up. Or not, but I'll send you a link.
Okay, because I keep seeing the same lady that we don't know. I don't know
do it the other way around then. Do Boston first, 104.9 FM.
Okay,
do it that way.
All right.
Try Boston first. We're having technical challenges, but anyway.
104.9, yeah.
Anyway, this weekend, the 12 o'clock Saturday, 12 to 1. Is it showing up, or are you getting that lady again?
I'm getting that lady again.
What's up with that?
Is it a new website though? Is it like?
No,
Are you
no,
sure?
they've been around forever. Yeah, they've been around forever. Hold on a minute. Anyway, I'll get you a link while I'm talking.
Okay.
So yeah, 104.9 FM this Saturday.
Yeah.
We are interviewing a real cool cat. His name is Craig Hansen.
Okay.
Craig Hansen is a retired Boston Red Sox pitcher.
Okay.
And he's been engaging with us a lot. He's actually going to come down to Florida as well and spend some time with us down there. He will be potentially investing in the fund, which is exciting. But it's really interesting because he talks about how can I put it in the chat? Can I put it there, Nate? Would that work?
Yeah. Wait, yes, you can put it in the chat. I'm gonna try to find it when you put it in the chat. Are you putting? I don't know where you're gonna put it.
I don't know where to put it. I don't know, Nathan.
I thought this was this looks like the website.
Really? It's got Christmas bells on it because they're playing Christmas music right now.
Oh, geez, I have no idea. Is there a? Yeah, I don't know if this is it. I did go to another website, but it said forbidden, and that might be because of my location.
Because you're yeah.
Yeah, it might be just because it's that one. North Shore 1049, is that it?
That's it. There you go. Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's
North
it.
Shore WB. Okay, well, I can't open it. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you blew it. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Let me see if I can do it. Then let's try this.
I think you can.
We can share that.
Yeah.
And then I can go here and paste. And what is happening? I think. Can you see that?
No, I can't.
You can't see that either.
Can't see
All
it.
right. All right.
And I don't know how.
Forget it. All right. Forget it. Anyway, Google it. Google that. GTS. Google that stuff.
Just Google it.
But anyway, we're interviewing ex-Red Sox pitcher turned real estate investor. It's a great interview because he also talks about, how the professional athlete is not given any financial education most of the time and the consequences of that. So it's a really cool show. He's a good guy. I like him even though he's from New York. So it's interesting. Hey, I opened up the chat. Trina Watton. Trina, God bless you, darling.
Trina Watton. Yeah, I just
God bless you. Yeah, what a sweetheart. Big hugs back to you.
Yeah.
Funny, I think of you every now and again. I really do. We had a lot of fun. She's a great lady and she did great things after we touched gloves. So hello, Trina. That's excellent. But so look, radio show, live events, cash flowing real estate, and a partridge in a pear tree. I mean, it's so good right now. How you doing, buddy? Are you good? Are you good? You are.
I'm good.
There's the music. We gotta go.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Our advertisers are telling us we gotta go. We gotta break the show. But
This
has been great. That deal is awesome. It sounds
sweet,
like another sweet deal in the mix, and a lot of exciting things. Holidays are coming up too. Yeah. Those are fun. Yeah. And you can call us, by the way, 781-922-4418. Give us a shout. I'll put that number there next time. See you guys. Have a great week. See ya.
End.